In 1877, in the city of Sialkot, was born Muhammad Iqbal, the poet of the East, the awakener of his people, and the creator of the concept of Pakistan. His father, Sheikh Nur Muhammad, and mother, Imam Bibi, were pious and God-fearing. During his early education, his extraordinary talents caught the attention of a savant of Oriental learning, Shamsul Ulema Mir Hassan, who was a great friend of his father. He did his matriculation from the Scotch Mission High School and cleared his intermediate examination from the Murray College, Sialkot. Lahore, the provincial capital of Punjab, was a great educational center. Students from all over the province came to this city for higher education. Iqbal also shifted to Lahore and took lodgings in the Bazar-e-Hakima, the street of scholars. For centuries, Lahore has been a great center of Islamic culture and civilization. It was in this city that Iqbal bloomed as a poet and saw the dream of an Islamic renaissance. The superb artistry of Lahore's historical monuments bear witness to the achievements of the Islamic civilization in this part of the world. Iqbal took admission in the Government College, Lahore, from where he graduated in 1897, and a couple of years later received his master's degree in philosophy from the Punjab University. In 1899, he was appointed a reader in the Oriental College, and in 1902 joined the Government College as an additional professor. Recognition came to him early as a poet of great consequence. Recital of his poems was a regular feature of the annual sessions of the Anjuman-e-Himayat-e-Islam, a socio-educational organization for the uplift of the Muslims. As advised by Sir Thomas Arnold, whose pupil he had been, Iqbal sailed for England in 1905 for higher studies. Iqbal reached London on 24th September 1905. London at that time epitomized the achievements of the Western civilization. The lamps of knowledge blazed in its precincts. Iqbal took admission in the Trinity College, Cambridge, where he found in Professor MacTaggart a great teacher of philosophy who influenced him considerably. He was awarded a degree in philosophy from Cambridge and was called to the bar from the Lincoln's Inn. In England, he made friends with such renowned Orientalists as Professors E.G. Brown, Nicholson, and Sorley. The house in which Iqbal lived in London bears a memorial plaque. In the meantime, Iqbal went to Heidelberg, where he learned the German language and collected reference material for his thesis. His lodgings in Heidelberg bear a memorial plaque. And this is the road which has been named after him. The University of Munich awarded him a doctorate for his thesis on the development of metaphysical thought in Persia. A memorial to Iqbal adorns the city of Munich. In November 1907, Iqbal returned to London and for 6 months, in the absence of Professor Arnold, taught Arabic in the London University. During his 3-year stay in Europe, Iqbal drank deep at the fountainheads of Western philosophy and culture. He approached modern knowledge with a respectful but independent attitude. In September 1908, Iqbal returned from Europe and started legal practice in Lahore. He also got a job as part-time professor of philosophy in the Government College, but soon resigned, for government service deprived him of expressing his ideas freely. Iqbal's great love of liberty for all people and his urge for the emancipation of all mankind drove him out of the folds of narrow nationalism. He totally rejected the Western cult of nationalism, which was the creed of the Indian National Congress. He claimed that Islam was the basis of nationhood for the Muslims of India. As enjoined by Islam, Iqbal treated mankind as one family. He believed in the unity of humanity, based on equal rights for every human being.
हिकमत अफरंग का मकसूद इस्लाम का मकसद है फकत मिल्लत आदम मक्के ने दिया खाक जनेवा को ये पैगाम जमयीयत अक़वाम कि जमयीयत आदम.
In his later years, Iqbal yearned for a comrade who could lead the Muslims of the South Asian subcontinent to their destiny as visualized by him.
नख्ल सीनोयम खलीमे मन खुजोस्त.
That comrade and leader of men emerged in the person of Qaid-e-Azam, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Iqbal's message was universal and dynamic. His first addressees were the Muslims because Muslim society germinated the seeds of internationalism. Such a society, fully developed in accordance with the revivified tenets and values of Islam and fortified by the achievements of modern knowledge, could become a nucleus for the ultimate unity of mankind. This idea was foremost in Iqbal's mind when, presiding over the Allahabad session of the Muslim League in 1930, he demanded a separate homeland for the Muslims of India. In 1931, Iqbal attended the second and third sessions of the Roundtable Conference, which was called in London by the British government for considering the question of constitutional reforms in the subcontinent. In 1938, Iqbal's failing health took a serious turn, and on 21st April of the same year, he breathed his last. Mankind lost one of her greatest sons.
सुरूदे रफ्तबाज आयत किनायत नसीमे अज हिजाज आयत किनायत सरामद रोजगारे ई फकीरे दिगर दानाए राज आयत किनायत.